Last time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
And the winner is Kurt Walkenstein. And it's the right one. You won $2,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pretty confident then.
No, I'm going for it.
It's Mark. He's got it. In the 1956 film The King and I, features a performance of what American literary classic?
I'm going to go with B, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yes, it was Uncle Tom.
Now, join us from New York for night 43 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Sunday night had us holding our breath as we had another contestant make it to the million-dollar question. Could it happen again, we wondered? Could we possibly have $2 million winners in 1 week? Well, as it turned out, Rob Coughlin from Shoreline, Washington, walked away with $500,000 and happy to have it. And it might have been $1 million, but you'd take it, wouldn't you? Oh, sure you would. Now, we're all feeling very safe, very secure, because there's a doctor in the house. In fact, he's in our hot seat right here. Family physician Kurt Walkenstein from Naperville, Illinois. Welcome back, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations on coming back a second night here.
Well, I'm glad I made it.
In case you didn't hear, the doctor is the father of 5 and the mother of 5 right up there, Mrs. Walkenstein. How you, Laura? How you doing?
Good, Regis. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So what did the kids have to say after your performance the other night?
Well, you know, it was funny. It took me about an hour to get through our babysitter, and just to let her know, hey, we're going to be there another night. And I was calling my partners, begging their forgiveness as I took another couple of days in New York. Half of them can't even believe that I got carried over. They think I'm just lounging out here.
Yeah.
But then I called my kids, and the first one who answered the phone was my daughter, Tricia.
How old is she?
And she's going to be 10 in May, but she's 4th grade, so she's very sophisticated. And the first thing she says is, Dad, I heard you use the audience to figure out what a protractor does.
Yeah.
And she says, Dad, I can't believe you wasted one on that one. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I told her, well, your dad even suffers brain lock every once in a while. But and the funniest part about it is my oldest boy, Reinhardt, he gets on the phone now. He's only 6. He's in kindergarten. But this guy, he says, Daddy, he says, when you get in the seat, just keep telling yourself, it's the money, money, money. That's all he said. So he knows the size of his souvenir depends on how much I win tonight.
There you go. He's got that all figured out. Nice story here. You know, the doctor was delivered by another doctor as a little baby, of course, and then you continued his practice.
Yeah. You know, Reg, this is Dr. Don Carducci was my role model growing up, and this is like the perfect example of, you know, the truism about, you know, your real heroes and role models are the people right in your own neighborhood. And as a young kid growing up, you know, I looked to him, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be that community doctor. I wanted to take care of the people in Naperville. And, you know, it's not the ball players. It wasn't that. It's the people right there. And for him, he was my inspiration. In fact, I wrote an essay to get into medical school about Dr. Don.
Well, all right, here we go now, Kurt. You know, you've won $8,000. You're 7 questions away from winning $1 million. The rules are simple. The more questions you get right, the more money you win. Once you reach the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to leave with at least that much money. You've got only one lifeline left, my friend. You can phone a friend. With our friends at AT&T's help, they'll call anybody anywhere in America to see if they can help you out. So, Kurt, if you're ready? Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, Studio One, shall we do it? Yeah, come on. Let's go. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So here we are for $16,000. Here it comes. What brand name roughly translate to prepare to be attacked in Japanese? Atari, Kawasaki, Fujitsu, Nikon.
I'm up here waiting for batting practice, and I'm getting Nolan Ryan fastballs thrown at me here. You know, Reg, as much as I promised my phone of friends, Scott Tomasic, Dr. John Brayton, Mark Ciesler, and my father Reinhard Warkentin. I'd try to save them for the big money. I'm a full believer that you can't take them with you. So unfortunately, for the third out of fourth question, I'm going to use my lifeline, and I'm going to call my friend Scott Tomasic, who I know they hurriedly got him on the line, and see if he might be able to help me out on this one.
All right, fine. We'll get Scott on the line. AT&T will track him down, put him on with us.
Hello.
Hello, Scott.
Yeah.
Hi, Regis Philbin here from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hi, Regis. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. We've
Good.
got Kurt with us. You know, he's won 8,000, going for 16,000. Needs a little help right here, so he's going to read you a question and then 4 possible answers.
Okay.
One of them is the correct answer, okay?
Okay.
So the next voice you hear will be Kurt. Kurt, 30 seconds, and it starts right now.
Scotto, what brand name roughly translates to prepare to be attacked in Japanese? A, Atari, B, Kawasaki, C, Fujitsu, D, Nikon.
I do not know, Kurt. I would have to take a guess. I would say, read those 4 again.
Atari, Kawasaki, Fujitsu, Nikon.
I would say,
And you know, it's funny because the gentleman who preceded you in the chair, you knew all the answers to his questions, didn't you?
Yeah. I knew I'd sort of curse myself in the eyes of the game show gods with that one.
I love your Chicago accent. Love it. I know you don't care, but I love it.
Yeah.
Well, look, here's what it is. If you miss it, you leave here with $1,000 and some wonderful memories.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, wonderful.
If you get it, you're up to $16,000.
Well, Beach.
Beach.
Reach. Yeah. Well, my first gut instinct.
Yes.
That I went with, and as I told all my fellow contestants who are coming on, don't take 15 minutes. If you know what your gut says, do it. I got to go with A, Atari.
A, Atari. You think it means prepare to be attacked.
No, but it's my gut instinct.
The important thing is it your final answer?
That is my final answer.
You got it! It's Atari!
I can't believe it.
Way to go!
Baby's getting new jewelry.
Now listen, we're not out of the woods yet, because if you miss this one, you'll be reduced again to $1,000. But here it is for $32,000, Doctor. Which items are featured prominently in Salvador Dali's painting, The Persistence of Memory?
Finally.
Leading photos, dripping letters, melting watches, burning water.
With more assurance than I have been in the last 48 hours, I will say C, melting watches.
Final answer.
That is my final answer.
You're right, you got $32,000. All right. The man has won $32,000. He's going for $64,000. No lifelines left. We'll be right back. There it is for $32,000. That's terrific, because now you can't leave with less than $32,000. But those kids at home must be going crazy, huh, Laura?
Well, if they're doing what I'm doing, they're going crazy.
The doctor's a very forceful guy. He must have swept you off your feet years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, right. Now, I see you every now and then checking your pulse. Can you do it right now and tell me what it is?
I can't. I'm fibrillating. I'm going to need to be cardioverted in about 2 seconds by
really?
my friend who didn't help me out on the lifeline, the cardiologist there.
Okay, so here you go. You won $32,000. You're 5 questions away from $1 million. We're going for $64,000. Let's play. Here we go.
Okay.
What TV show did both Woody Allen and Neil Simon write for early in their careers? Texaco Star Theater, I Love Lucy, Laugh In, Your Show of Shows.
That's what I love about $64,000. No pressure, you get to guess, even if you don't have any lifelines. And so, gauging by their ages and being comedy writers, my gut instinct says B, I Love Lucy.
Okay.
Final answer.
That's your final answer.
Regis,
All right.
what part of what final answer is that you don't understand? It is my final answer. Just tell me the answer. Let me know. I cannot stand it any longer. Just get me on or off.
You're wrong. I'm sorry. It breaks my heart to tell you that. The answer was your show of shows, the old Sid Caesar show.
No.
Yeah, but you've been a great contestant, a lot of fun.
I love you, New York. Thanks.
We love you. And here it is for $32,000. Okay,
I appreciate
take care of yourself. Oh, boy. I tell you, I love that guy with all my heart, but he demanded to know what the answer was. Push me against the wall. I had to tell him he was wrong. Sorry to see him go. Our loss is Naperville, Illinois' gain. Though a great doctor and a great guy. But right now, we've got 10 new contestants ready to go. Who are they tonight? Let's find out. They are Gwen Miller, Purcellville, Virginia. Phil Goldstein, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. James Dixon, Chicago, Illinois. Frank Beavis, Presque Isle, Maine. Dan Glestetter, Bear, Delaware. Daniel Carpenter, Charlotte, North Carolina. Michael Suit, Brooklyn, New York. Drew Rosen, Portage, Wisconsin. Jeff Brazier, St. Charles, Missouri. Tom Kaobeck, Warren, Ohio. Okay, contestants, congratulations on getting this far. Now, here's how it works. In a moment, a question and 4 answers will appear on your screens. The winner puts these answers in the correct order in the fastest time will be our next player. Audience, we need complete silence here. Thank you. Here's that question. Put the following singers in the order of their births, beginning with the most recent. Shania Twain, Neil Young, Alanis Morissette, Bryan Adams. Okay, everybody, time's up. But let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the most recent. Alanis Morissette, Shania Twain, Bryan Adams, and Neil Young. That's the order. Let's see who got it right in the fastest time, and the winner is James Dixon. Yeah. Yeah, James, congratulations. Ready to go? Absolutely. Come on, let's do it. James Dixon from Chicago. 2 Chicago guys in a row. I love it. Full of fire and brimstone, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a Sox fan, though.
Full of Ditka, yes.
Yeah.
Nice to have you. What do you do?
I'm an assistant broker right now,
All right.
downtown, learning the trade.
Good
so,
for you.
Yeah,
Just probably got started?
This summer. You know, like I said, just picking up the ins and outs and learning from a great bunch of people. Love the
Good
people I
time
work
to
with.
get started in the
Yeah,
stock market, right?
exactly,
And your girlfriend is Liz. Hi, Liz. How you doing?
How you doing, Regis?
Very good. Now, how long have you two been going together?
Couple of months.
All right, so you're all set to go here, right? The rules are simple. You know what they are. You're 15 questions away from winning $1 million, James. If you get to the $1,000 or the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to leave here with at least that much money. You also know about your lifelines. There are 3 of them, 50-50, where the computer will take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving 1 wrong answer and the correct answer. You can ask the audience, where you can poll our studio audience to see what they think the answer is, and you can phone a friend. So if you are ready, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here it is, James, for $100. According to a common phrase about a code of conduct, which of the following is dead, in quotes? Bravery, good behavior, chivalry, cost accounting.
Well, I'm going to have to go with C, chivalry.
That's what they say. Chivalry is dead. You got it. For $200, how many legs does a tripod have? 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm pretty sure it's 3, B. That is my final answer.
He says it's his final answer. He's right for $300. $200, I'm sorry. We're going.
You want to give it to me?
We're going for $300 right now. What doll originally came with adoption papers from a make-believe hospital in Cleveland, Georgia? Tickle Me Elmo, Betsy Wetsy, Cabbage Patch Kids, Barbie.
They were C, Cabbage Patch Kids.
It's a good one. You won $300. We're going for $500 right now. Which of the following is not a type of tea? Green, oblong, black, Earl Grey.
Pretty sure oblong isn't the type of tea last time I checked. B, oblong.
Yeah, you're right again for $500. We're going for 1,000, and here it is. If you've just had a rhinoplasty, what part of your body would be bandaged? Back, feet, hips, nose.
That would definitely be D, nose. I saw it in South Park.
Is that where you get most of your news?
Pretty much. That's where I keep up to date is South Park.
Final answer?
Final answer is D, nose.
Yeah, South Park was right. You got it. It's $1,000. Okay, so he's won 1,000. He's going for 2,000. 10 away from $1 million. All his lifelines are ready. We'll be right back and see how he does. Okay, 25-year-old James Dixon, who lives in the Lincoln Park area of Chicago, attended Northwestern, works as an assistant stockbroker in our hot seat right now. Won some money in Las Vegas some time ago, huh?
Yeah, actually, this week, last year, I took my brother to Vegas, and one pull on each slot every day I was there. I hit a 4,000, then a 1,000, then a 1,000. First pull, just walking by the
First
machine.
pull?
First pull.
My God.
Yeah.
And there's the chip.
It's a lucky chip that I like to keep. Showed up there.
So you brought the chip here thinking the same thing is going to happen to you here?
It's the same week. It's the same, you know.
So you think the same thing's going to happen here?
Yeah.
I hope it does for you.
We're almost there.
Well, you've always played trivia. As a kid, you played with your family.
Yeah.
And you always won that.
I used to beat my father doesn't like to admit it. He's a very proud person. I used to beat him when I was like 8 and 9.
No kidding.
My grandmother loved it. My father wouldn't buy it again after I was 10. He had no part of Trivial Pursuit.
So between Trivial Pursuit and the chip, you're a natural. All right? Let's continue here. You've won $1,000. You're going for $2,000. 10 away from $1 million. Let's play. Which of the following was the professional name of actress Norma Jean Baker? Natalie Wood, Josephine Baker, Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland.
Love Candle in the Wind. It is Marilyn Monroe. C.
Final answer.
That would be my final answer.
He says Marilyn Monroe. He's right for $2,000. We're going for $4,000 here. What religion was founded by the Reverend Sun Myung Moon? The Unification Church, the Baha'i Faith, Christian Science, the Unitarian Church.
I have a really good feeling about what it is, but there's no sense in playing silly. So I'm going to ask the audience on this one.
Want to ask the audience
Yeah,
for
what
this?
the heck. Come
Okay,
on, guys.
audience, we need a little help here for James. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. Well, pretty spread out there, but 34% feel it's the Unification Church.
You know what? That's not much to go on. But A was my gut feeling. So I'm going to go with A, the Unification Church.
Final answer?
That's hopefully not my final answer, but my final answer. I'll hopefully be around a little longer.
Well, it's a good answer. You got it. Thank you. $4,000. James Dixon feeling stronger and stronger. 2 lifelines left. Here we go for $8,000. Check it out. What do most monkeys have that most apes do not? A tail, extra digit, nasal cavity, curly hair.
Wow. Apes do not. I'm pretty sure it's not curly hair. And, wow, this is, oof. Pretty sure none of my friends know this either, so I'm not really going to even bother with them on this one. Why don't we go 50-50 on this?
Sure, okay.
I've got an inkling, so I want to see what...
All right, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Well, now we've narrowed it down to tail, or extra digit?
You know what? I'm going to go with A, tail. I'm thinking that's my final answer.
And that's your final answer. He says tail. He's right for $8,000. All right, James, very good, but we're down to one lifeline.
I
It's
know.
that phone a friend.
I know.
Here it comes for $16,000. After 30 years, which of the following bands had their first Billboard #1 hit single in 1999? Aerosmith, Grateful Dead, Los Lobos, Santana.
That one I do know. That's D, Santana. It's a fantastic song.
Santana.
Love that song.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah, it's Santana. He won $16,000. So, he's won $16,000. He's going for $32,000. One lifeline left, that's all. Why don't you come back and see how he does? We'll be right back in a moment. James Dixon from the city of the big shoulders. From Chicago, Illinois is here with us, getting ready to run in the Chicago Marathon, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm training for one in North Suburb in Lake County in April, and hopefully I can do it.
Well, you've been in a couple of triathlons.
Yeah, well, triathlon's a little bit easier, I think, because you're breaking things up to 3 things, but marathon's just 4 hours of the same thing over and over again.
It is a
so
grind.
it's a little monotonous.
Now, here we are. You've won $16,000, one lifeline left. You can call somebody if you'd like. We're going for $32,000, and let's play. What measurement was supposedly based on the distance from King Henry I's nose to his fingertips? Rod, foot, yard, meter.
Wow. Well, I know what my friend's going to tell me if I call him. I'm going to go with D, meter.
You're just going to take a guess and go for meter.
From nose to his fingertips, I'm going to go with D, meter.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I'm sorry, James. It was yard. So that means you leave here with $1,000.
That's all right.
But a lot of fun meeting you. Good luck to you in the stock market business.
Have a great time.
Take care of yourself. Okay. Too bad. Well, while most of Europe uses the metric system Britain came up with and still uses inches, feet, and yards, and that's the answer to that question. But we still have 9 more contestants itching to get into that hot seat, so here's the next fastest finger question. Put these works of nonfiction in the order they were first published, starting with the earliest. Mein Kampf, The Origin of Species, Profiles in Courage, Angela's Ashes. Okay, everybody ready here? Time's up. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest, and it is The Origin of Species, Mein Kampf, Profiles in Courage, and then Angela's Ashes. That's the right order. Let's see who got it right. And in the fastest time, and the winner is Drew Rosen. Hey, Drew, how you doing, big guy? Good to see you. Wanna play? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Okay? All right, it's Drew Rosen. From Portage, Wisconsin. Sounds like a small town.
About 8,000.
About 8,000. Near Milwaukee?
Madison.
Near Madison. And you go to the University of Wisconsin?
At Eau Claire.
And you're a freshman. And in fact, you're 18. You are the second youngest contestant we've ever had on the show. Now, you know all about the rules. You know the lifelines, 50-50. You can ask the audience. You can phone a friend. All set to go?
Yes,
Why don't we
I
do
am.
it? Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Here we go. Here we go for $100, Drew. What kind of animal is the children's character known as Curious George? Mouse? Monkey? Elephant? Cricket?
I will go with B, monkey.
Yeah, it's a monkey. You're right. You won $100. For $200, Which of the following words best describes the taste of seawater? Salty, sweet, minty, fruity.
I'll go with A, salty.
Salty, it's the good one. You won $200. $300. Here you are, Drew. According to the popular 90s ad campaign, what is the other white meat? Is it veal, chicken, pork, turkey?
C, pork.
Right on the money, it's pork. You won $300. $500. A piece of wood that is described as a 2x4 is approximately how wide? 4 centimeters, 4 cubits, 4 inches, 4 feet.
I'd like to use the 50-50 lifeline, please.
Oh, sure, okay. Computer, take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving true 1 wrong answer and the correct one. 4 centimeters, 4 inches.
I'll go with C, 4 inches.
You're right, it's 4 inches. You won $500. We're going for $1,000 here. What name is given to the science of map making? Is it calligraphy, cartography, geolography, chartography?
B, cartography.
You got it right. You got it right for $1,000. Good for you. You won $1,000. You can't leave here with less than that. We're going for $2,000. Drew, here it is. Who is the current governor of Texas? Ann Richards, George W. Bush, Jeb Bush, Lloyd Benson.
The answer is B, George W. Bush.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's George W. All right. You won $2,000. You're 9 questions away from $1 million. We're going for $4,000. This is it. Which professional football star has a breakfast cereal named after him? Joe Montana, Doug Flutie, Emmett Smith, Jerry Rice.
I've never tried these, but I know. B, Doug Flutie with his Flutie Flakes.
Flutie Flakes, you say? Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Flutie Flakes is it. You got it. Doug Flutie, $4,000. He's the spokesperson for Flutie Flakes. Well, all right. You know, he's going for $8,000. 8 questions away from $1 million. 2 lifelines are left. Come on back. See how he does. $18-year-old Drew Rosen from Portage, Wisconsin is in our hot seat right now. His mother Mary up there in our seats. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Regis.
What do you think of your young boy here?
Well, proud of him as I can be.
Has he always been a sort of a child prodigy?
I don't know about prodigy. He's always been.
Well, has he always been this precocious, knowing so much as he does?
Been. Very early. He was doing, I talked to the teacher at kindergarten, and I said, you got to keep up with this kid. He's going to be out of control if you don't.
And
she said, well,
he was.
we've got little coloring pages that he can do that is, join the numbers. I said, he's at home doing square roots.
That's terrific.
So, yeah.
That's great. Well, it's
he's been
paying
a
off right
handful.
now. He's also quite a sports fan, huh?
Yes, I am.
Keep your eye on all the box scores, do you?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite team?
Favorite team has to be the Cincinnati Bengals.
No kidding. You're Wisconsin. I thought maybe Green Bay Packers.
Well, it's one of those things where I like the Packers and I hope they win, but kind of got attached to the Bengals before I jumped on the Packer bandwagon. I have to admit, I'm not a diehard Packer fan.
I guess not. All right. Well, you're doing very well here. You've won $4,000. You're going for $8,000. 8 questions away from $1 million. 2 lifelines left. Let's play. For $8,000, in the movie Boogie Nights, what name does Mark Wahlberg's character take for his film career? John Holmes, Ron Jeremy, Dirk Diggler, Frank Booth.
The answer is C, Dirk Diggler.
Did you see the movie?
No, I've just heard a lot about the movie, though. A lot about
Your mother wants to know if you've seen the movie.
No, Mom, I haven't.
Your final answer is?
C, Dirk Diggler.
Even if you didn't see it, you got it right. Dirk Diggler, $8,000. We're going for $16,000. Should you miss here, you'll be reduced to $1,000. Here it is for $16,000. Which of the following countries is located on the Iberian Peninsula? Germany, Italy, Turkey, Spain.
The answer is D, Spain.
Spain. Final answer.
Final answer.
It's Spain. You won $16,000. $18 years old, and he knows a lot. We're going for $32,000. Here it is. The final episode of what television series was the highest rated episode in American television history? Mad About You, MASH, Seinfeld, Cheers.
The answer is B. Wait a sec. You know, I'd like to ask the audience on this one.
Oh, okay, fine, sure. Audience, we need a little help here. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. Well, 48% think it's MASH and 42% vote for Seinfeld. What do you think now, Drew? You were about to make a decision there, huh?
Yeah, I was.
All right, well,
Oof.
48%, 42%.
Well, this may end up costing me some money, but I'd like to use my final lifeline.
Want to use it now? Okay, fine. We're going to phone a friend. Who do you want to call?
I'd like to call my sister, Tori.
Tori. All right, fine. AT&T. Why don't we get Tori on the line? Need a little help here.
Hello.
Hello, Tori?
Yes?
Hi, Regis Philbin here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hi, Regis.
Got your little brother here. I'm here with Drew, and he needs some help.
Okay.
You can't see us right now, but he's won $16,000. He's going for $32,000. He's going to get on the line and read a question and 4 possible answers. One of them is the right answer, okay?
Okay.
Next voice you hear will be his. Drew, you've got 30 seconds, and they start right now.
The final episode of what television series was the highest rated episode in American television history? Was it A, Mad About You, B, MASH, C, Seinfeld, or D, Cheers?
I would say MASH, but I'm
sure
not
are
entirely sure about that. About 97% sure.
97%?
I would go with MASH.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Drew. Thank you.
Well, why not? I'll go with B, MASH.
B, MASH. Final answer.
Yes, final answer.
It was MASH. $32,000. Going for 64. No lifelines left. See how he does in just a moment. A check for $32,000 for Drew Rosen. You know, this is the second 18-year-old that we've had in the chair, and the second one to reach $32,000 level, which was quite an achievement. How do you feel right now?
I'm a little nervous, but I got 32,000.
You used 2 lifelines on that last question.
Yeah, I'm going to be kicking myself in the morning.
Well, we'll see. You're out of lifelines, but you're doing well. We're going for $64,000 right now, 5 away from $1 million. Let's play. How many members does the U.S. House of Representatives currently have? 470, 405, 435, 370.
The answer is C, 435.
435, said with assurance and confidence.
I got nothing to lose.
That's right, you don't, not at this level. Final answer?
Yes, sir.
He says 435. He's right, it's 435. All right, it's Gutsball all the way. Let me just pull out this check now for $64,000, and there it is, Drew. Take a good look. Yeah. It's yours right now. We're going for $125,000. We're 4 away from $1 million. This is going to be Gutsball all the way with no lifelines left, but let's take a look. Here's Jacques Louis David's painting, The Death of Marat. Where is Marat sitting? In a bathtub, in a carriage, on a throne, in a bed.
Nuts. Well, you know what? I have no idea what this is. I am just going to walk away with the $64,000. It's more money than I've seen in my entire life, so.
We understand, we understand. Listen, most any 18-year-old has ever won on this show was 32. Now you've won $64,000. Congratulations. $64,000. Good luck to you, pal. Okay. Oh, he's a great kid, wasn't he? And he just made his mother very, very proud. The correct answer was A, in a bathtub. But we've still got 8 more contestants, and we're running out of time, so let's get with it. Here's the next fastest finger question. Put these U.S. state capitals in geographical order, starting in the east. Sacramento, Springfield, Lincoln, Augusta. Okay, everybody, time's up. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting in the east. Augusta, Springfield, then Lincoln, then Sacramento. That's the right order. Let's see who got it right. In the fastest time, the winner is Jeff Grizzle. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Good for you. Riser, yeah. All right, let's go. Come on. So it's 27-year-old Jeff Greiser from St. Charles, Missouri, formerly from Rochester, New York. District sales manager?
Yep, district sales manager.
And going to school?
Yeah, go to school part-time in the evening.
Going for that MBA, huh? And wife Carrie up in the audience. Nice to have you here, Carrie.
Hi, Reed.
You've been going together for a long time.
Yeah, we actually were high school sweethearts. Started dating in the 9th grade and did the long-distance relationship for a while and be married 5 years in May.
That's terrific. All right, fine. Well, you know, we're almost out of time here, but you know the rules. You know about the lifelines, 50-50, ask the audience, phone a friend. It's all here for you. So, Jeff, if you're ready, let's do it. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $100, Jeff, here it comes. Which of the following does not have a tongue? A human being, dog, sneaker, apple.
I'm going to go with D on that, Reach.
Yes, of course, it's an apple. For $200, Jeff, take a look. Which of the following is the proper name for an adult male deer? Would it be a bull, a stag, stallion, hermit?
The answer I was thinking doesn't show up there, but let me read this again.
Proper name for an adult male deer. Bull, stag, stallion, hermit.
We'll go with B, stag.
It's a good one. You won $200. $300. Here it is. Which of the following is not a part of the aircraft known as a glider? Engine, wings, tail, nose.
That would be A, engine.
Absolutely right. It's an engine. You won $300. $500. Check it out. The letters RN after a person's name indicates that they are qualified to work in what profession? Law, education, nursing, architecture.
Well, I'll answer this one for my mom back in Rochester and my aunt down in Houston. It's C, nursing.
Yeah, it's nursing. You won $500. For $1,000. $1,000 on the television show Seinfeld. What was Elaine's last name? Bennis, Costanza, Peterman, Ross.
My father-in-law would be really upset with me if I didn't get this right. I'm going to say it's A, Bennis.
Yeah, she was Elaine Bennis. You're absolutely right. Okay, Jeff, here you go for $2,000. Which of the following is not a form of fungus? Yeast, hibiscus, mold, mildew.
I'm going to say B, hibiscus, because I believe that is a type of tree, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so the final answer is?
B.
B, hibiscus. You're right again. You won $2,000. Well, that sound means we're out of time for tonight, but Jeff will be back here Thursday night, and joining him will be 10 new contestants from all over the country. And they are Patty McGrath, Bob Bass, John Bernard, Liz Tobio, Bob Naylor, John Rokes, John Crane, Dan Duty, Bob Good, and Teresa Kingsbridge. Hey, if you can't get enough of Millionaire, go to abc.com and visit the fantastic Millionaire website and play the new and improved online game. We'll see you back here Thursday night. At what time, Jeff?
8 p.m., 7 Central.
There you go. Stay tuned now for Doma and Greg and an all-new NYPD Blue here on ABC. From New York, everybody, good night.